It's not me, but I've heard a couple guys that aren't cutting nails for the playoffs, so yeah.
Any advantage to that?
I have no idea. I don't think so at all. Probably a disadvantage.
The 2024-25 New Mexico Ice Wolves started this season with a young roster and a reality check on just how competitive the NAHL South Division can be. After a 1-11 start to the campaign, Coach Hartzell and the team regrouped and reset, charting a path to make the playoffs. An organization known for the lowest player movement in junior hockey doubled down on development and their commitment to the team they'd selected.
A 1-11 start, I mean, that's probably one of the hardest things a team can go through. So I think we've already been through the hardest part, so it makes everything else easy.
By overcoming adversity and clawing their way up the standings, the Ice Wolves found something special along the way, a bond and a belief that would propel them forward.
Well, this team has been through a lot this season. It was obviously a very rough start.
It really made us bond together, right? And I think it actually grew us tighter and closer.
You know, the guys never lost track of what our goal was, right? Sometimes bounces don't go your way. We stuck with it and we're able to turn it around.
This is junior hockey, after all, where every season has its stories, and this year's team has seen it all.
Our coach likes to take us to Twin Peaks. That was pretty fun.
What is it about Twin Peaks that you really like?
Great food and great service.
Got it.
On our way back from Odessa the first time, we got stuck in Roswell. There was a 100-year flood and we just sat in like an elevated parking lot for about 7 hours on our way home. It turned a 6-hour trip into like 20 hours.
So there was a bunch of snow and there's a little like incline that leads to a light, and we weren't sure if we could get the bus up the incline with the light. So we started walking back. Somehow Toives and Zanger got a flag down a truck, and we just crawled in the back and he flew down the road. I mean, it was freezing cold, there was snow all over. It was so fun, it was awesome.
Stories often lead to sparks, and the Ice Wolves knew they had what they needed in the room to change course and be playing their best hockey when it mattered most.
I think the players just wanted to get better. I mean, it's a process. I mean, this whole thing's about a process of getting better, and all we really do as coaches is kind of help direct that, and then they got to put in the work, and we had a lot of guys who put in the work.
Before Christmas, everyone was like, guys, like after Christmas, like whether it's a personal goal or a team goal, just like post-Christmas blossom, and I think our team's a perfect representation of that.
Against all odds, the Ice Wolves would secure a playoff berth on home ice for the first round of the NAHL playoffs, earning a matchup with South Division rival, the El Paso Rhinos.
The puck is dropped and we're underway.
Playoff hockey is a man's game, especially in the dirty South. Taking the playoff physicality to heart, the Ice Wolves never shied away from playing the body against the Rhinos.
Yeah, I mean, I like to try to dummy guys.
He gets run into by Stanley Hubbard.
Like, it feels good to knock a guy over. Sometimes it's better than a goal. Time and place, but sometimes it feels better than a goal.
Wide open net. Thrown in front of Fletcher. Did it.
After splitting the opening 2 games in a best of 3, the Ice Wolves weren't ready for their season to be over.
We win game 1, and there's maybe 10 seconds left in the game, and I went up and down the bench and said, there'll be no celebrating. We'll salute the crowd, but no celebrating. We haven't accomplished anything. The next night, El Paso wins in overtime. And you can hear them down the hallway hooting and hollering. I don't blame them because it was an emotional ending to the game. But as I opened the door, I said, listen to that, boys. They're celebrating. There's nothing to celebrate.
Everyone's a little bit down after the game too. Coming back, scoring that first goal, I think was a huge factor for us.
Locks it in, trying to jam it home. He scores!
Let's go, we're not done yet.
And they never looked back.
First goal of the game!
The Rhinos had no answers for the Ice Wolves line of Earl, Toivu Laaksonen, and Nyan Pai, who would score all 4 goals. Collecting 11 points as a unit, Jackson Fuller was perfect between the pipes, posting a 16-save shutout as the Ice Wolves clinched the series with a 4-0 victory.
It was true playoff hockey. It was physical, it was fast. We knew El Paso was going to come hard, potentially their last game, and same with us. So it was a matter of who wanted it more, and we came out on top.
Success in the first round of the playoffs also taught the Ice Wolves a valuable lesson. The importance of playing a series, not just a game.
We win, of course, game 3 somewhat handily, 4-0. But as I walk in the locker room, there's nothing going on. They're sitting in their stalls. And I just look around the room and go, okay, guys, now you can celebrate. And of course, they went crazy. So just that moment is a real moment that I'm going to remember for sure.
With one series tucked already in their belt buckles, playoff superstitions were in full swing. From facial hair to fingernails, the Ice Wolves were leaving nothing to chance.
One superstition I do have is if we lose, I will switch my suit. And if we win, I keep the same suit.
Everybody's got them. We've got a couple guys that trimmed a little bit. Like I know Holy trimmed yesterday. I don't know if that's cheating or not. There's a couple good ones. Schmitty's got a good one going. I don't think mine's terrible right now. And then we've got guys like Farmer who have been growing it out for the last 2 months and he just is bald. It's not me, but I've heard a couple guys that aren't cutting nails for the playoffs, so.
I have been cutting my nails. I don't think I could do that, no cutting. I think that's kind of gross, but.
In the second round, with a slot in the South Division Finals on the line, the Ice Wolves booked a date with the reigning Robertson Cup champions, the Lone Star Brahmas. After falling in the first 2 games, the Ice Wolves came home to the Outpost Ice Arena. Their barn, their ice, and the best fans in junior hockey. In a high-flying physical affair, the Ice Wolves came out fast in Game 3, sticking to their game plan of peppering the Lone Star's netminder, Ryan Cameron, a highly ranked goalie prospect on NHL Central Scouting. With the game tied at 1 apiece heading into the third period, the Brahmas' offensive power proved to be too much for the Ice Wolves. Lone Star would win Game 3 in a game that was closer than the 5-1 scoreline to sweep the series. With the sun setting over the Ice Wolves season, a new beginning is also on the horizon. Assistant coach Kyle McKenzie will take the reins as the new head coach in 25-26. McKenzie has learned from the best, and he himself is a product of the Ice Wolves' unique development model.
It's exciting. I can't thank Phil Fox enough and Kevin Hartzell enough. I've learned so much from those two on and off the ice. Not even so much on the ice, a lot off the ice also, and how to prepare your group, have them ready to go. It's just been a blessing. These last 2 years have been a blessing, and I'm really looking forward to next season getting going.
The most developed, improved player might be our coach, Kyle McKenzie. And I say that because the more responsibility he's gotten, I've seen it. He just takes it, flies with it.
With a strong core of returners and a new coach who learned from the best, the Ice Wolves' commitment to development is stronger than ever. The NAHL team will look to get out the gates quicker as they make another run at the Robertson Cup.
The team's going to look good next year. There's a lot of returners, and it's an exciting time for the Ice Wolves.
You know, we're going to be pretty familiar as a team coming in, so that'll be big. And we had a really close group this year. It's just exciting to build off of that, kind of see where we can get.
The Ice Wolves will continue to work hand in hand with the Ice Wolves 3HL team, fresh off a trip to the Fraser Cup.
Gives it up. Here's Butler with a shot. He scores! Ends it in OT for the New Mexico Ice Wolves.
In the ever-changing landscape of junior hockey, one thing remains constant. In Albuquerque, New Mexico, the hockey journey is the destination, providing players a unique lifestyle and location with the best resources, facilities, and support in all of junior hockey, making Albuquerque, New Mexico the ideal place to prepare for college hockey and beyond.
If you're looking at the scheme of junior hockey, I can't think of a better place to play than Albuquerque, New Mexico. The weather, the mountains, I mean, just the facilities that we have here too, just getting ice whenever we need it, gym time whenever we need it.
If you walk to the rink every day, you almost got a picture, you got a painting in the background. So it's special. It's a special place for these kids.
It's been probably the best year of my life. It's just beautiful weather down here. It's so scenic. I love the mountains. I give a big thanks to my billet family. They've made it so special for me.
Guys coming here know that they're going to be able to develop, and I think that's the biggest asset to this program.
Why not come down here for an experience? Who was thinking you're going to play hockey in Albuquerque? There's no greater place to play, and it makes for a great atmosphere. Why would you not come play there?
In the end, The 24-25 Ice Wolves will be remembered as a turnaround story and a team that defied the odds in the Dirty South. A team filled with leaders, a band, and a brotherhood. Most at home playing hockey in the middle of the desert. Come visit sometime, and don't forget your swimsuit and a couple of Band-Aids. This is the Dirty South after all. Special thanks to presenting sponsors Rio Grande Credit Union and Chevron. And thanks to the entire family of Ice Wolves marketing partners, doing their part to grow hockey and ice sports right here in Albuquerque.